Huh? Is that working? Hello, everyone. Yeah. Let me know if everything's working. Still getting used to all this stuff. Let's continue going. So last time, JJ Falcon, reluctantly, took a case, to defend a member of the fat cat bourgeoisie. And it turns out that was a bad idea because she actually committed the murder. But I mean, that's also a lawyer's job, but also we're focused on justice. So yes, thanks to our legal wranglings and some falsified evidence, we got someone else who didn't do the crime convicted. Yay! So JJ Falcon was pretty down about that, but luckily we got a new case, and this guy who was claiming to be a Prince of Spain definitely didn't do the crime this time. I'm totally sure of it, despite all evidence to the contrary. And we finished our first day of trial, and we're on to we got 3 days before the next part of it. So yeah, let's head right in. A new day. Okay. Who did I want to talk to? I wanted to talk to Mousy, because I had a code for him, I believe. Yes. Oh, hello again. Oh, hello again. Hi, Mousy. Mousy, we have a message from you. It's from Prince Juan himself. He wants to know if the birds have flown south for the winter. Whatever that means. Oh, yes. The birds have migrated successfully. But if Monsieur, I mean Prince John, told you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go on, take them. Okay, we got some torn tickets. These are used train ticket stubs. Looks like 2 people took a railway train to Vienna. Okay. What exactly is the point of this, Mousy? Prince Juan said that they would help with the trial. See the names. Gautier Singh, Nicole Singh. I recognize the surname, but I don't know who these people are. Neither do I, really. Oh, that's helpful, Mousy. I like how you're on some sort of... almost looks like you're floating midair. Oh no. Oops. I missed something. Well, and so that's what I did. Strange. I'm not sure how exactly these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep hold of them just in case. Ticket stubs have been added to the evidence folder. Let's go, Sparson. I'm done playing courier. Good call. That was an entire day. We are very efficient. We get things done. Okay, we're over here, and that was okay. It was all the way on the other side of the city. That's fair. You gotta say that's a lot of work. Let's just go to these places. I assume they don't have anything special. That's strange. I don't see any sign of the flower girl. Yeah, probably because you scared her off with your crazy tact and finesse strategy, dummy. Maybe you scared her off with your horrendous and inappropriate flirting technique. I'll have you know that I can flirt like a peacock in tail fanning mode. That's my favorite mode for peacocks. And all things. I'm constantly in tail fanning mode. We really don't have time for this discussion. Let's just continue our investigation elsewhere. Okay, we can go back to the Louvre. Palais du Louvre. Still don't know anybody. Jeez, I don't know. If I go to Le Canard Joya, I'm gonna want to gamble. I don't have anyone for the chocolate emporium, so let's go to the Palais du Louvre. Themselves in the Place du Carrousel, just outside the Louvre. So which exhibitions are we visiting today? Oh, okay, apparently not. Salle du Tibre. I think we found everything of value here we can possibly find. Let's not loiter. Okay. Did you want to ask him something? Nothing in particular. Just wanted more details on this Renard Volps, but I suppose we'll have to leave it for now. Well, that was useless. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can avoid that just for the future. Not that I'm cheating, but I should have known better. Load a previous day. Okay. Yes. Okay, I can do that. That's good to know. It's not cheating, I swear. I'll try not to do it as much as I can, but I also, you know, should have gone with my gut. So what are we doing today? Playing cards until we're flat out broke? Maybe. Let's see. Nobody appears to be interested in conversation. Wow. This is not good. Ah, the big fellow has returned. Here to play some cards, monsieur. No, not today. Okay. No, thank you. Okay, this is... I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Jeez. Okay, let's just keep going. Feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is what it is. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna doot load a previous day. And gonna go to the Chocolate Emporium. Welcome back, messieurs. Have you finally decided to sample of my fine chocolate? Or perhaps you have just returned to ask more questions. It's just the questions today, I'm afraid. Could the chocolate have been poisoned? Ask nicely. Is there any chance that your produce could have been contaminated? Absolutely not, monsieur. I stand by the claim that my chocolate is the finest in all of Paris. I go to great lengths to ensure the highest quality is ensured. Any contaminations would be terrible for business, you understand. I see. Was there something else you, messieurs, wanted to ask? Who bought this piece of chocolate? Okay. Mousy. Have you ever stirred a flower-selling swan named Catherine Mary Singh? No, monsieur. Sure, to be fair. She were the chocolate fiend, then our investigation would have become much simpler. Since she's not, let me think. Who to ask about? Have you ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus? Yes, monsieur. Wait, did you just say yes? Well, there you go. Yes, monsieur. A wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago, on the 6th of January to be precise. Did he say or do anything suspicious? Not that I can recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow, big toothy grin. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling. A custom filling? Some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample. Heh. What does this mean, Falcon? Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean that this judge liked to eat chocolate. I mean, good thing. But if the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Hagelstock, do you think I can get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt? I can do even better. Monsieur, I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand. Is it okay for us to take it, monsieur? Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial, after all. Chocolate receipt has been added to your evidence folder. I mean, look at this. Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Green ink! I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green. I gotta keep that in mind. Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hagelschlag. You have been enormously helpful. I'm glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck with your case, messieurs. Well, should have gone with my gut and gone to the chocolate shop. Aviary turning OSs. I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. We've still got one day until trial, but how to spend it? Suppose we could revisit the Louvre. Maybe we should just play some cards at Le Canard Joyeux. Something wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet. Falcon, we need to talk. Oh shit. What's up? See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized we were missing a crucial piece of evidence. What evidence would that be? You know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and we know that he died of poisoning. We sure aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause. Yes, that's true. If we keep putting the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up. So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison. Dangerous thinking. Well, sure, that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson? Maybe. I'll stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that. I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. Sparrowson! No! 45 minutes ago! No! Sparrowson! Sparrowson! Doctor, Is Sparrowson okay? Oh man, I love this doctor. He's got a giant syringe. That's fabulous. Well, he's not conscious right now, but he's stable. I think it's safe to say that your friend is not on his deathbed. Oh, excellent. Oh, thank God. Aw, he cares. He's a good boy. Good Falcon. How did this happen? How did you say this happened again? It's a long story. Luring occupational hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this? I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology. But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment. This is Dr. Fellrat. That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him. Wait a moment. There is the matter of the bill. Oh, shit. We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for. I'm one partner down. I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands. Oh, I hope I make enough money to pay for medical care. Oh, geez. Getting kind of real here, aviary attorney. This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this. You, I finally found you. Did someone say something? Running around like a headless chicken? You're one tricky lawyer to find. I told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen. Who's speaking? I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward. All right, I'll step forward. But it will be the last thing you'll ever see. Do I just die? Oh, shit. Oh, there's some dragging noises. And I was dumped in the river. Au revoir, JJ Falcon. Wow. Dot, 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 question mark? What just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2. Oh, shit. Did it work? This is super weird. Ah, Damcatcher Lane. I can't believe how easy you are to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up. I'm just gonna be silent. Dot, dot, dot. Silence. I shouldn't be surprised. There are no words that excuse the heinous act of putting an innocent man on death row. Yep. I mean, yep. It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Cataline. Wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all of your failures? Oh, shit. I'm not making excuses. Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ. Don't call me JJ. That's all you have to say? How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow. Ooh. My grandfather? I'll prove you wrong. I can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too? What? No. I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up. This newly built bridge boasts a magnificent view of the Louvre and provides quick passage across the Seine. Oh, it's the not a fisherman. Come on, monsieur, wake up. I said wake up. You're starting to worry me. They love that dripping animation. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician. Ugh. My head. Where am I? The Pont des Arts, you know, by the Louvre in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Felco or something. What time is it? Actually, what day is it? hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's 21st of January and around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning. 21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial. Should have been at the Cour d'Assises 10 minutes ago. Well, you're running late, but take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding. Maybe if I sprint it. Your condition? That would be stupid. Take a seat, clear your head. I'll get you go get some dry clothes. This guy's the best. No time. Wait, monsieur. At least take this before you go. What's this? A dip pen? No, wait. It's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle. Gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine. Really? Are you sure? You're holding it pretty tightly when I found you. I was holding this. Then I suppose it has to be mine. Fountain pen has been added to your evidence folder. Oh my god, it's going to be green. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one. Hey, don't call me a fisherman. I knew that would happen. It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. The defense not present. Tisk, such unprofessionalism. There is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince John is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king. Your Honor, may I have a word? Fine, but make it quick. I'm a firm believer that trial must be orderly and punctual. There is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed, and justice will be served. You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed. Your Honor, you appear confused. I am not here to secure a guilty verdict. Oh, he's a good boy. Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute. No, my job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice. That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will now talk with the jury. Oh! The defense is present, Wheeze. Your Honor. Oh. ... You're too late, Falcon. Mon Dieu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something? Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let us not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice. Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. Your Honor, Wheeze. But, Your Honor, rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred. ... It's a pity the King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium. Ooh. The King of France? He's here? Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. The King of France is a penguin. I don't know how this works. He's just amazing. Wow. Oh, we're not doing the trial after all. That's a pity. Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see... You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began. Well, the defense, he was laid, and, oh, pish-posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? The music's a bit high. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying? No, no objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine with me. And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor? ... Gah, fine. Proceed with this cursed trial. Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us of your activities on the day of the moida? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you can skip ahead a little, perhaps, to your arrival at the Louvre. All right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle du Tibre with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Madame and Messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nevertheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. Case 2, and we are cross-examining the King of France. How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve. Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. Cross-examination. Select a statement to question. We entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle du Tibre with a little fanfare. In the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. Once I was the Prince of Spain. This is where we think the chocolate happened. Your Majesty, you say you passed through the Salle du Tibre uneventfully. Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at the painting, then moved on to the Grand Gallery. What did you see in the Salle du Tibre? Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle du Tibre? I see. Well, Roman stuff mostly. I mean, aside from Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage? You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest. I want the... Yeah, this is where we think the chocolate was taken, so I want the king to elaborate. I have reason to believe that this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw. Then I suppose you'll have to proceed, Your Majesty. All right, let me think. So there was that giant doorstop. There was that copper urn thing. Well, there was something else now that you act. I was offered a box of chocolat by some peasant mademoiselle. I don't know much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. What? Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No. Please continue, Your Majesty. I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her? Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s. A young, sorry-looking swan, you say. I don't suppose her name was... Mademoiselle Swanson. Mademoiselle Dubique. Mademoiselle Scene. Mademoiselle Scene. Scene? That sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Scene. I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Scene gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died. Just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. That line of reasoning holds no weight, because the evidence is circumstantial. Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates. Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still have not proven that the chocolates were poisoned. Not that. We must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer. Yes, yes. Shame on you, defense, implicating a poor innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why ought to end this trial? Hold on, I do have evidence that the chocolate was in fact poisoned. I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it. Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence holder type of evidence. Why am I not surprised? ... The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end. I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper bound in my office, and Sverson ate it. Stop, JJ. Stop while you have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudo-scientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor. About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. Very well. I am pleased the justice has been thoroughly served. I'm a penguin. Droop, droop, droop. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, monsieur. I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. Amazing. Good job, Sparrowson. Sparrowson, are you okay? Yep, the doctor said I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poisoned chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note. See? It's too late. The trial is over. You cannot be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it. Hey, why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges. I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served. I swear, you're the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These included profuse sweating, rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from the plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to have consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... we can skip that bit. Yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Felret. Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Seeing your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered. Awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here? You can get his autograph later. Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine. Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds. Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that. Gah! So then what the hell do we do now? We do nothing, Your Honor. This poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significance? I think that the members of the jury will agree. JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous? A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved upon beyond doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where is the witnesses who can back up your claims? ... Oh, I read a lot on witness. Maybe she can help. Hello? You. You. Hey, I'm Judge Romulus something. Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous hazard to this case, but what are you trying to pull off now? Surprise witness! Surprise witness? Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Kokoriko liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Singh, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character. You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Singh is a possible suspect for this case. What? That can't be right. Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify? Do you understand what you're agreeing to? I do. I've accepted my fate. Prosecutor. Do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Singh as a witness? No, none, bearing in mind, of course, that you're here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Singh. Prosecuting is my job. Don't take my job. I like my job. Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. ... I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good. Very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Catherine Mary Singh, and I am a flower seller. Mademoiselle Singh, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a spot in the Salle du Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused. The guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I personally had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right. I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire. Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something. Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur. I am confessing out of my own volition. It's my guilt and nobody else's. ... Intriguing. Pretty convincing. You gained a little favor of the jury, who seems to be the exact same jury we had last time, but I mean, I don't expect them to have like 6 new art assets, so that's fair. Well, defense, it looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous Oh, whoa, that's strong. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So shall we wrap this court session up? No. No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan. You've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe that the mademoiselle has admitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance. I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. If it'll shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. Can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. Please take a look at these, mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs. Look at the names. Papa and Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe? They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox. Then that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely. Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there? I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family had been struggling to get by. The winter had been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold, but I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged, because the alternative meant death for those I love. Oh. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus. Hey. ... Hey, what is this? I'm the judge here. What's going on? ... Ah, what a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. If only it was the Young Bucks. Wrestling joke. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering. Indeed, I have heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. In any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They are often proven to be fabrications born of desperation. I have never been more honest, monsieur. Listen, Mademoiselle Singh, I would like to believe your story. But accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story? Proof? You say the judge lent you money. Then you both must have a signed contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof. The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him. How convenient. Of course, this supposed contract doesn't exist. Mademoiselle has no proof because the story is a blatant lie. Falcon, you have to do something. Do you have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle C? A link. Of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. Say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle C in the past. I know this because at the very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. I think you should take a look at this, Severin. Me? You don't trust... Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands? What? What is that? What does that piece of paper say? This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelslack's Chocolate Emporium on the date of January, made out to a man named Romulus. Doot doot. The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. Those chocolates happen to have been of the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with the mademoiselle's updated testimony, that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt. Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What we have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt. That is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis? That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents. Yeah, that would be correct. Well, it's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. But first things first, I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks, I've been looking for that thing everywhere. Thought as much. Madame and Monsieur, last night I was assaulted outside Salpêtrière Hospital. Man, my French is not good. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the Seine. Oh, that's why you smell a fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude. This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did I say this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I am not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color. As we all know, only baddies write in green. Case shut. Good job, Sparrowson. Well, yes, but more importantly, it is a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. What of it? Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It certainly is quite a coincidence. It certainly is quite a coincidence. What can I say? Hey. No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There's only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box. Oh man. Bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Singh, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then an idiot of a man by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Singh's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingley. And then when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Singh to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there's not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my finger, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the Place d'Austerlitz before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody, not even God, can condemn me when I sit so highly, attempting to murder a king, corrupting the cour d'assises, on an utterly repulsive individual. Oh, I love Valerty. Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me. He doesn't, but I do. Take him away, Inspector. I'm still a penguin. I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty. You'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris, and the king government will fall. The bourgeois will be slaughtered. Oh no, he's a revolutionary. I suddenly feel for him. We shall have a glorious second republic. A republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Oh darn. Why did I prosecute him? He should have told me that he was an evil communist. Hey, don't touch me. Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him. Of course. Carry on, Inspector. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. What happens now? Judge Cornel. I guess I'm supposed to take over the President Judge's duties? Given the surprising series of revelations that took place, we believe the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Corrido, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. What happens to me now? Mademoiselle, it is clear you are cursed. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. But all right, you must be tried for your crimes. I see. I cannot argue. But as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given under this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law. What does that mean? He's saying you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute. Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Though now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them to Vienna. You need a holiday after all this drama? Well, yes, but I also want to get away from here before the fighting starts. You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind. It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too. Oh, jeez, vive la revolution. Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle. But we're far from smart, so we're staying put. I see. Then good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this has all blown over. Wait, mademoiselle. Don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you and me and the Fox, right, Falcon? That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the Aviary offices. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin. Okie dokie. I suppose congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way you did, it was quite a feat. Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. Lie? This trial's testimonies are completely invalid? Bullcock. You and I both know that this trial has produced ample evidence about Madame Singh. I clicked too fast. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So why are you holding back? Hmm. You know, 10, maybe 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Scene. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details. The details? The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law where even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Madame Singh, and she would definitely be convicted, as that would not serve justice. ... You're going soft. You're a good lawyer. You're a good lawyer, Cocorico. Well, you're not terrible, Falcon. Ah, so nice. Give me one sec. Sorry, give me one sec, everybody. Prince Juan, how do I do a Spanish accent? I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson. Hey, what am I doing? Still using that old accent. I, of course, meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. It's no big deal. We were just doing our jobs. Exactly. Caved in. Oh, but before I forget, your payment. I can't believe I actually got paid quite a bit. Thank you, Monsieur Volpes. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out. Wait, Monsieur Volpes. Before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands before me? Yeah, Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon. Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Volpes. Don't go by my old name for a reason. That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. Future is where our potential lies. That's what we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned? Indeed, I dare say that the roof is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or the other. Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time. Dig up the dirt? I'm a private investigator. That's what I do. We'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Volpes. Good day, messieurs. I'm going to go get a drink. Seriously, Falcon? What? I was just going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee. See, I'm not an alcoholic. We have completed Act 2. That was pretty good. Man, I'm glad I went back and cheated. I mean, reminded myself what the most logical thing would be. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. Act 3. The Sleeping City. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at La Canarjoya... Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon. Good morning, Spa. No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. No way. We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. Something on your mind? Actually, yes. It's what that wolf judge said about a revolution. Pshaw, that guy was off his rocker. Besides, if we worried about every potential French revolution, we would never get any work done at all. Am I right, or am I right? He's right. Oops. Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss. Oh yeah, the business. I'm gonna give him the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparson. You may have the honors. Right? Monsieur Falcon. Meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Palace de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Someone wants to marry Falcon. Amazing. Regards. Inspector Valerti. Wow. That's... Oh, man. I'm real happy for you, Falcon. Inspector Valerti is a pretty cool dude. That's it. How terse. Valerti's letter has been added to your evidence folder. Hooray! A proposal from the inspector. Interesting. Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind? Not a clue. So, are we going to meet him and find out? Nope. No. Yeah, we may as well. I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we'd be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat. All right, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget. Oh, excuse me. I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. Need to pay for the bill for my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. A rooftop cafe overlooking the Bastille Square is the perfect spot for a friendly rendezvous. A friendly rendezvous. Brr. It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the Ancien Régime. Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds? It was a joke, Sparson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well. Séverine, what are you doing here? Settles down, Gégé. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector. What could he want with all 3 of us? It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. Inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. I will certainly put my hands on your deck. Oh. A big investigative role. Sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? No, what? Oh, shit! He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills. So he escaped justice. For now, but don't fret. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Ah, good. You're all here. The shit I saw in the war. Excuse me, Mr. Inspector Valerti, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. You impotent whelps. I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution, 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh, great. Now you've set him off. We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian killer himself. Ahem. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we are here. Oh, right, of course. Why we're here. What I'm about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential, you understand. It is a matter of national security. As you probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group. Hipsters, revolutionaries, terrorists. I'm gonna say, as much as I'm tempted to say hipsters, I'm tempted to play this game again and pick all the wrong answers and do all the wrong things. Revolutionaries. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No years. No years. In every tavern and in every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take away angry citizens' ability to speak, they will just get even angrier. Indeed, and that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. But then we're working for, I don't know. The king didn't seem that bad, but he's a king, and power belongs to the people. This is all very conflicting. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who's only referred to as the Croque Monsieur. Like the sandwich? What? The Croque Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel, throw on some peppers if it's Friday night. Ooh, that sounds really good. This has nothing to do with sandwiches. The Croque Monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking. ... Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance. Suck up. It's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorigo, but what about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. I hope they're literally sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and dullers who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produced with imbeciles to assist me. You three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defend Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. Heard of your XKs around the city, fanatically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline, it doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction. You aren't a total bird brain. Buy my books, makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not your job description. So what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office twiddling your thumbs till another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation? Oh man. It keeps offering me choices. I don't think there's anyone. Oh, seems we have some viewers. Does anybody have any idea what I should do? On one hand, I mean, help the country of France. On the other hand, I mean, glorious revolution. I don't want to stop a glorious revolution. Gotta fight the power, eat the rich. Suppose that might be literal in the case of this game. Okay, this is my good guy playthrough. I would be honored to help my country. Yes. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait a little in case anyone has any suggestions. Okay, you know what? This is going to be a good playthrough. Well, it's a good playthrough, but I'm gonna be a terrible royalist, I guess. I'd be honored to help my country. Consider us on board. Excellent, just what I wanted to hear. I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ. I had no idea you are such a patriot, JJ. There's nothing wrong with a little national pride. Oh yeah, pride is fine and all, but do we get any compensation for this? Good job, Saracen. Of course, here is 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon completion of your work. 50 francs? Psh, we're being undersold. We are doing pretty well. Hush, persons. Great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive croque monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your two tasks. I'll check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. Wow, okay. See what you can accomplish by then. I will be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ, so I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me lax, Severin. Follow the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sverrison. We have a croque monsieur to hunt. Okay, let's go. Hey, I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the croque monsieur, too. Not so fast, Coquerillo. There's something else we need to discuss. Mystery. A new day. We have 3 weeks? Jeez. Oh, wow. Jeez. Yeah. I'm a good guy. I'm gonna pay my debts. There he is, person. Go on. Go ahead. Say what you need to say. Excuse me, Dr. Felret. Just want to thank you for, giving me an antidote and making me well and stuff. It was no trouble at all, Sparrowson, wasn't it? Of course, there was a small matter of the debt. Right. Let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. Total comes to... Holy shit! Holy shit, I thought it would be like 100 francs. Ah. Falcon, can I give in so this month's pay and next month's and maybe the month after? Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He will surely allow you to pay in installments. Of course, of course. Oh, thank goodness. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century. Hey, your pay isn't that bad. No, there's no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. You messieurs are lawyers. Oh, if you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock the bill down a little. Maybe say 100. Yeah, I can do 100 francs. I got 100 francs in my pocket. Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind? Debt collection. Oh. Sounds time consuming. No. Sorry, doctor. We're actually in the middle of a very important investigation. Falcon, please. I don't want to spend my whole life paying the price for eating a bad chocolate wrapper. Let's hear the good doctor out. All right. There's a man I treated for a small injury a couple of years ago. He's been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate if you would pay him a visit and strong harm into loosening his purse strings. I'm not getting any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute. Thanks, Falcon. Thank you, Doctor. We will dedicate every waking moment to collecting this debt. Wait, I didn't agree to that. Every waking moment. Okay. I'm gonna do the side quest because I don't really know where else to go. So, Gustav, come in. Are you Monsieur Gustave Trouvé? I am, and you are? Debt collectors, cough up, scumbag. Lawyers, let's talk. We're lawyers, sent on behalf of Dr. Fresh. We're here to collect a debt that you owe. It's time to pay up, monsieur. Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. So I'd be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? I know, I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It's a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field. Imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget. No, trust me, this baby will easily be worth 10,000, no, 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it. Oh, alright then. Hand the device over and I'll pass it along to Dr. Falret right straight away. Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet. It's not finished. I know exactly what needs to be done, but I'm missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had the time to spare, you could help me out. Run out and collect what I need. What? No, monsieur, that's absurd. If you're shopping today, then you should do it yourself. Vulcan, please, help the man. Can't spend the rest of my life in debt. Alright. No need to get all panicky. We'll heal the man out at least. Great. I'll take notes. What is it that you need, monsieur? Let's see. I need a copper pot. A pot? As in like a saucepan? What on earth for? It's a necessary component of my invention. I can use it to build a portable electric battery. See, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated. Save me your scientific mumbo-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire. One copper pot. Oh, the copper part is important. Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those. I've seen copper cows at La Halle's Market, although those things aren't too cheap. Can't help but I feel I saw a copper pot somewhere else. What else? String. High-grade string to bind some components of the device together. Seems simple enough. La Halle's Market would have that in abundance. Can we really afford to blow our whole budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have a loose head on my jacket. Take it. The string must be of high quality than that, monsieur. I need something that's fishing line grade. Oh, I see. Is there anything else that you wanted, monsieur? Some books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries, perhaps? No, that's everything. Alright, I've got it all written down. I feel a little cottoned. We came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list. We're gonna follow through and get Mr. Trouet's items, right? We'll see. Laycox. Cocorico. What a view. You can see the July column so clearly from... What a view. You can see the July column so clearly from up here. Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You have news about the croque monsieur, or is this about the other matter? Here you go. As requested, the full register of those who entered Paris Law School and the full list of graduates. Very good. Let's take a look. Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for? Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize? Well, I see my own, class of 1837, and I see that moronic prosecutor, Robert Remington, under the class of 1846. And there's J.J. Falcon, his name under the class of 1832. Very good. Now take a look at this register page from 1829. See anything amiss? Well, I don't see J.J.'s name. I'm not sure quite what that implies, Inspector. Explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1829 and 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution. Ooh. And why would he do that? Why, indeed, Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he is a bird of prey. It is in his very nature to draw his talents and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt that when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors. I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I've always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but I would never describe him as a person of malice. Time will tell. Do you need me for anything else, Inspector, or shall I continue my investigation into the croque monsieur? There's one more thing. Take this. Holy shit, that's a pistol. A pistol? No, thank you, Inspector. These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to dissolve yourself with that riding crop of yours. I'm well aware. I just find that these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them. That's what everyone says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide. Fine, fine. I'll keep hold of it. Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you've been most helpful. I am just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. Okay. I'm going to pursue this side quest. Because I'm not actually that into the revolution. Well, if it isn't the rude lawyers. You know, you owe me, big guy. I owe you? Yep, my fishing line snapped when I dragged you out of the water the other day. I had to buy a new reel. So when I see it, you owe me 2 francs for the fishing line and 1 million francs for saving your life. I don't have 1 million and 2 francs. Really? But you look so bourgeois. Alright, I'll tell you what. 2 francs for the line and we'll call it even. Fine, here's 2 francs. Consider it a gift of gratitude for saving my life. Much thanks, monsieur. Now, why are you here? We're here? Alright, we have some questions. Have you heard of the Croque Monsieur? Have you heard of a man called the Croque Monsieur? A man called the Croque Monsieur? Nope, doesn't ring any bells. Strange name, though. Did the man name himself after the sandwich, or was the sandwich named after him?
Is there a lunch break for you or no? Okay, because there's food ready.
I have absolutely no idea. I can only aspire to have a sandwich named after me one day. I'm going to name a sandwich after you, Sparrowson. I believe in you. You're the best. The Sparrowson. Thick slices of white bread. Mayonnaise, cheese, chicken, bacon, slices of sausage, honey glazed ham. Where do they get this meat from? Stop. It'll give us all heart attacks. How's the fishing? So, caught anything good? Today? Not a kipper. This new fishing line is really good, but I've run out of good baits. It's practically useless by itself. It's quite an issue. Falcon, do you think that fishing line would work as high-grade string Monsieur Trouvé wanted? It just might. Say, Monsieur Kingley, since you aren't catching anything, would it be possible for us to take that new fishing line off your hands? Sure. What's it worth? Didn't we already go over this fishing line payment business? Yeah, but that was compensation for the old fishing line. I want to buy this new line. That's a whole separate matter. Also, I saved your life, remember, and was polite enough not to rub that fact in your face much. Fine, fine. So how much did the new line cost? 10 francs. There's no way that the line cost 10 francs. You're right, it cost 1, but I added a little markup. That's obscene. I guess it is a bit. I'll tell you what. If you can provide me with some killer bait, I'll give you the line for free. Killer bait? Like worms? Sure, worms, sweets, whatever. So what would it be? Some bait, or do you want to pay me the cash? I don't want to waste time having to come back later, so I've been playing this stupid run around fetch quest nonsense. Here's the 10 francs. Excellent. Here's your line. Wait, hold on. Now I have no fishing line or bait. I just think this deal through. Well, can I help with something else? I think we're done here. Happy fishing, monsieur. Bye, Monsieur Fisherman. Hey, you know I hate being called that. I love Toussaint. Okay. Let's go to Canard Joya. I think I might find a copper pot there. No. No drinking. Bad Falcon. Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place people go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are the perfect rebel breeding grounds. That makes sense. Oh, it's you too. What will it be today? Wine or beer? Afraid it's just questions for now, Madame Quenelle. Looking for a man called the Croque Monsieur. Have you seen him? No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all. Okay, have you heard of your patrons bad-mouthing the government? Of course, this is a tavern, hun. If people couldn't come here to grope and talk politics, where else could they go? That's true. But has anyone stood out? Well, just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. Now, I'm not saying they are or they aren't rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean. I think I do. Thank you, madame. Let's see where to go. And that's when the mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going to keep them, though. Piero, you know that she hates being called mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again. Oh, right you are. The madame it is, then. Wait, she isn't married, is she? So why do you have to call her madame? Why don't you ask her yourself? No way. She would straight up eat me alive if I asked that directly. Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, monsieur? What are you two just talking about before we rudely interrupted? Well, I would like to include you in our conversation, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think that's any of your business. It is our business. We want to join the rebels. In fact, it is our business. You see, we want to fight alongside the rebels. We do? Listen here, you. Hold on, Piero. Let me handle this. Listen, monsieur, I've seen you two around a couple of times. We're acquaintances, I suppose. I don't know who you are, but I do know that your line of work involves a fair amount of investigation. Therefore, I must assume that you're some sort of detective or prosecutor. If I fall off the mark, well, as I thought. No, I don't claim to be part of any secret rebel alliance. I've never heard of such a thing. If I were a member of any such hypothetical group, I would not allow the entry of a man of the law like yourself, understood? Damn, that's a solid shutdown. Yeah, I'll try asking something else. Monsieur, have you heard of a man called Falcon Waite? There's a slight chance these guys might be rebels, right? So if you ask directly, they might be scared off. Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. Sure, I see you are carrying a rifle. Evidently. Who manufactured it? Ah, good question. See, most hunters who are here are carrying old French Charlevilles, but this beauty is something special. See, it's an American from the Springfield Armory. Well, 1812. Percussion lock firing mechanism. Oh, baby. An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure. It's true you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people. Please go on. Well. Okay, listen carefully. You're for me, but to meet the croque monsieur. It would be much easier if you just take this. The Book of Judges. What is this, some sort of law book? Subject is not important. Just take it. Oh, I see. It's the Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. Appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious. Nor am I. Then why are you? Just take it, you idiot. Bible books are what we use to pass around them code phrases, don't we? Code phrases. Piero, please. I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with that big beak of yours. Right you are. Try to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching with the context of the good book, you should be able to get what you desire. Is that a religious metaphor? No, monsieur. I am being very literal. Book of Judges has been added to your evidence folder. Well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea how it's supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Ah, I see. Well, I hear that there is an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at Notre Dame Cathedral. So if you show your man your new book, he will be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage. Are you sure this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me. Assure you I am as secular as they come, monsieur. Friar and Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make a note. Was there something else that you wanted? Thank you for your assistance, messieurs. It's nothing. Get out of here already. You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to do with the croque monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, monsieur. Well, that went well. No, not to do. No, thank you. Maybe later. You hit the road? Not yet. Oh, darn. I was hoping I could talk to Madame Quinnell about copper pots. maybe... Ah, you there. I remember you. You guys can help me out with this little dilemma. What is it, mademoiselle? Which country is better, Great Britain or the United States of America? Wow. Shit. Okay. So this is during the time period, and Great Britain is super colonizing, and, uh, but the USA is not up to stuff. Is there a third option where I'm like, neither of them are very good? I mean, what is a country except for its people? Something like that. Okay, I'm just gonna. USA is number one. I'm gonna have to go with the USA because they kicked Britain's derriere in the battlefield, right? Well, sure that because, but also because they are proving themselves to be a unique and formidable nation. It's quite remarkable what they have achieved in such a short period of time. You prefer the USA, huh? There's a lot of opportunity there. What is this about, mademoiselle? Well, thinking of taking a trip, a long trip. Everywhere I go in Paris, people are angry and depressed. It's like violence is about to break out at any moment. I saved up enough, so I'm going to get out of here. Follow my dream of starting a new life overseas. Who's going to look after Chateau Carnier? Well, with the Baron's passing, they've decided to auction off his estate. I think the Demias were showing some interest in the household, so I guess they can handle the household duties themselves. Oh, this is terrible. Demias, you say? Interesting. Anyway, this might be the last time we'll see each other, so I'll just say au revoir, Sparrowson. Au revoir, Monsieur Falcon. Farewell, mademoiselle. I wish you a pleasant voyage. So long, mademoiselle. Don't let those Yanks push you around. Hey, Falcon, I think we forgot something. The rebels. The Croque Monsieur. All that juicy investigation stuff. We're supposed to be asking questions. Right, that completely slipped my mind. It's no matter. Colleen didn't seem like the type to get involved with rebels and armed you. She probably knew nothing. Suppose. In any case, she seems to be the only one with enough sense to escape before the violence starts. Yeah. Well, that wasn't helpful. I thought they might have a copper pot. Oh! That's where there was a copper pot. Yes. Excuse me, madam. Do you have a moment to talk about the cult of reason? Peddle a pyramid scheme to someone else, bud. I've got a kid to feed. Madame, it's not a pyramid scheme. Madame, take a leaflet at least. What about you, monsieur? Would you like to learn about the glorious teachings of Jacques Hebert? Cult, is it? Not today, monsieur. I've already been in my fair share of cults. Lol. But this cult is different. Remember the cult of reason, huh? Strange, I thought that cult died out way back in the old revolution. Hey, Falcon, that person. Looks like a run-of-the-mill cultist. I can see that. But doesn't his face look familiar to you? Very similar. He does look familiar. Actually, they're Jones County. Shall we get his attention? Uh-oh. He spotted us. Dot, dot, dot. Falcon. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Oh, wait, monsieur. We would like a quick word. Come back. Teach us about the wonders of the cult of reason. He's gone. So I'm not going crazy, right? That guy was the splitting image of Judge Romulus, wasn't he? I can't deny the similarity. Then again, there are plenty of wolves in Paris. Maybe there's no link at all. Either way, we have an investigation to conduct. Let's focus on that. Right, where to first? This is a room we investigated during the Poison Rose case, right? Why are we back here? I can't help but feel I saw something here a couple of weeks ago. Something that may be of use to us. Really? Alright, let's take a look around. This urn. Remember it. It's the one that smelled of chocolate. Yes, but more importantly, it's made of copper. Why is that important? Oh, I see. You're thinking of Mr. Truby's request. You wanted a copper pot, didn't you? This would do nicely. But But this is a museum piece. We couldn't just take it, could we? Couldn't we? I don't know. Could we? We could. You want to be a museum robbers person? It's been my lifelong dream. Marvelous. Put this urn under your coat. That's not going to fit under my coat. You're already weirdly shaped. No one will see anything out of the ordinary. Hey. Copper urn has been sneakily added to your evidence folder. This is exciting. What else shall we steal? Nothing. We're going to leave before we draw suspicion. How about a painting? Just a small one no one will care about. Like the Mona Lisa. Let's steal the Mona Lisa. Let's not. No, wouldn't do. It's made of iron. Heavy move. That's ironic. That's not. Never mind. Some of these plates look like a suitable size. I think they're made of bronze. That's no good. Is this thing useful? The giant doorstop? No, but I'll keep it in mind in case we encounter any giant doors. Even if this column were useful, I can't imagine that we could take it with us. Oh, I love it. Columns. These could be useful. We feel like recreating famous moments of Roman history. I'll be Brutus. You be Caesar. Why do I have to be Caesar? Actually, never mind that. Why are we acting out Roman history? We have a job to do. Oh, amazing. Okay. We're done here, for now at least. We can't spend all day robbing Roman artifacts, I suppose. So where to next? Grand Gallery. Let's see. Who to question? Who to question? Oh dear. Oh dear, it's these guys again. Keep together, Eric. Maybe they won't recognize you. Excuse me, sir. It's us, the Philistines. Remember? Were they talking to me? Yep, definitely talking to me. Okay, deep breaths, Eric. Hi. You have a couple of questions if it's no trouble. Oh, it's no trouble. No trouble at all. What's the deal with the cultist outside? Did you see the cultist outside? The cultist? You mean the cult of reason fellow? Yeah. He accosted me a few days ago. Chatted for a while. Not by choice, of course, because I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. It got a little out of hand. He insisted that I take a pamphlet. Let's have a look at this. Be your own god. An introductory guide to the cult of reason by Jacques Seber. He even added his own signature. See at the bottom there? To my new bestest bud, Eric. Happy reading. Best wishes, Silvius. Green ink, too. What a fiendish color choice. The guy was such a slime ball. We aren't even close to bestest buddies. At least we now know that the cultist's name, Silvius. Do you mind if we keep this pamphlet, monsieur? Be my guest. I don't want it. Signed, Cult Guide has been added to your evidence folder. Do you want something else? Do you know about an uprising? An uprising? You know, people getting angry, being violent, overthrowing the government, stuff like that. Goodness, no, I don't know anything about that sort of thing. Never mind then. That's all. Thanks for your time, monsieur. You've been a great help. It's no trouble at all. To the Tuileries garden. Hey, Falcon, isn't that our old friend? You promised to get my sentence reduced. What happened with that? Why am I stuck doing mule work, huh? Well, I've been a little distracted. This messy case, now we're investigating stuff. Guess we can finish some time to see the judge. Oh, my gee, forget it. I've only got another week to go, and then I'm done with this dumb job. So what do you want? I haven't found any interesting bits of paper today, if that's what you're hoping for. Actually, we just wanted to ask a couple of questions if you have a moment. I have a moment, just the one, mind. What's the deal with the cultist outside? Yep, he's been hanging around all week. Today he tried to hand me a leaflet, so I told him where to put it. Where would that be? What? Where did you tell him to put the leaflet? Oh, I see. Never mind. Sir Rubino, what do you know about that guy? What's the story? The story? How should I know? He's just a cultist loser. Lure attracts those types of crazies all the time. I see. Did you two want something else? Do you know about an uprising? Mr. Rubino, do you know about an uprising? You mean like a rebellion? Yeah, I've heard rumors. There are a lot of uneasy people in Paris. What kind of rumors? Nothing specific. Just that there's a group planning to form a huge protest before the end of February. Some say it might go violent. If you're wise, you would probably fly to the city as soon as possible. So people say. Do you plan on leaving? Even if I wanted to. No thanks to you guys. In any case, I'm sticking around for the photograph opportunities. Wartime photography. Imagine the possibilities. Sounds dangerous. Sounds like a good way to get hit by a stray bullet, I guess. But all that danger just makes it'll pay really well. I've thought this plan through. Evidently. Anyway, did you want something else? That's all. That's all. I'll let you get back to your work, monsieur. Okay. Are we all done here? Yep, let's go. Let's make a move. Good call. We can never come back later. We've forgotten something. Hope I didn't forget anything. Come in. Ah, it's you two. Have you managed to gather the materials I need? Yes, monsieur. The string of the copper pot, exactly as described. Here you go. What is this? Where did you get this box? Looks like it belongs in a museum or something. It's a little tricky to procure the necessary items. With a bit of asking around, we've managed to find suitable substitutes. There's a general store down the street that sells string and discounted copper pots and the like. I assumed you would have gone shopping there. Dot. Well, no matter. Give me 1 minute and I'll finish assembling the device. Ta-da! May I proudly present to you Gustave Trouvier's magnificent Explorer Extractor Surgical Device. Trademarked. Patent pending. It looks like a pair of kitchen tongs hooked up to a stewing pot. Agreed. I wasn't expecting so low-tech and, well, bad. Perhaps a demonstration is ordered. 1 moment, please. Psst, Falcon. That thing looks like junk. This whole fetch quest has been a waste of our time. Suspected the man was delusional from the very start. It would explain why he was being treated by a mental health professional. There's nothing to be done, though. Let's just humor Gustave until we get an opportunity to leave. Cut our losses. But my medical debt. Time for a demonstration. Get ready to have your stockings blown off, messieurs. Here we have one regular piece of meat. Imagine, if you will, that this is a soldier. Okay? That meat is a soldier. An oddly shaped and potentially tasty soldier. Here we have a small piece of iron. Imagine, if you will, this is a musket ball. So our soldier is wandering through a battlefield, not in the care of the world, when all of a sudden, bam, the person has been shot. The musket ball has been embedded in the man's flesh. I'm scared, Falcon. He slammed that metal into the meat like a madman. Quick, messieurs. You're a battlefield medic. Soldier's wounded. You have precious little time. What do you do? Battlefield surgery. Well, I'm no surgeon, but I think most doctors would feel around for the musket ball fragments and then carefully use a scalpel. How archaic, how slow, how imprecise. Now I hear you wondering, Monsieur Trouvé, surely there is a better way. I wasn't. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the Explorer Extractor. Watch as I power up the device. And then as I move the detector component over the meat. Is that thing humming? It is, monsieur. When the electromagnetic component of the Explorer Extractor detects a piece of iron, the device vibrates and emits a soft hum. I must say, I'm actually impressed, monsieur. The device that can detect metal beneath flesh. That's innovative. I've never heard of such a thing before. Yeah, but why limit it to battlefield surgery? You could repurpose that thing to be some sort of treasure hunting device. That would make you really rich. Hold your horses, monsieur. Hold your horses. I'm not done yet. You only see half of the device capabilities, the exploration part. Now you can witness the second part. Extraction. Did that thing just, sucked out that bullet like a pip from a grapefruit. Behold, the original piece of iron, removed swiftly and precisely from the flesh. So what do you think? Pretty revolutionary, huh? I think that meat looks a lot less appetizing than before. It's practically exploded. I have no idea what to think. Sir Trouvé, you are a strange and mildly terrifying individual, but I cannot fault the innovation of your device. We shall pass along to Delphiret and let him decide its worth. I might need that. Ah, thank you. I'm sure the good doctor will approve. I'm hungry. Let's pick up some steaks on the way back to the office. Let's not. here for some shopping, are we? Or is it interview time? Because it's as good a place as any to ask about rebel uprising as anywhere else. So I was thinking to Mademoiselle Zine. I know she's not here now, but the area just reminds me of her. Oh, the flower seller. She moved away, Falcon. Didn't she say she was visiting her parents in Vienna? Oh yeah, right. Let's move. We have a lot to do. Okay. Let's go to Notre Dame. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type. Don't be silly. Following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar. Do you think it's that hunched-over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious. Could be. Let's show some tact. Excuse me, Monsieur Friar. Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson? Welcome, brothers. Welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Here to confess your sins? Or perhaps you wish to join in our services? Actually, Friar, we're here because... Falcon, that friar. He looks eerily familiar. You mention it. He does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he? What? No. Student, how does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad? Your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him. He's just in up because he thinks you look like a judge we once met. Judge Romulus? I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see? Oh, good. I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I see. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble. Tell me, why are you here, my brothers? All right. Well, we have a couple of questions. What's with the scaffolding? Is some sort of construction work going on? That's right. A little repair. A little renovation. It's no secret that the cathedral has seen better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the Revolution. Now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory. Cult of reason. The religion of Christianity. Hey, Falcon, what's the difference between a religion and a cult? Don't be rude, Sparrowson. Ah, don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they? Pretty much. Maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise, some ideologies are worth following to the very end. Ooh. Let's not talk anymore about cults and ideology. Did you want something else? Anything else? Could you take a look at this? Friar, we have something we would like to show you. Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give us a special passage readings. Ah, I see. Your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you'll find chapter 15, verse 2 to be particularly enlightening. Let's see. Chapter 15, verse 2. This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. As part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Could you please, could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etam. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so I have done unto them. As they did unto me, so I have done unto them. Beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree? It's poetic. It's poetic, a beautiful summation of justice. You understand the passage, that's the here. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge today who sits in a high chair and files endless paperwork. But an old judge. A holy judge. A shafet. Shafets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. Ah, I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Etam. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid. The rock of Etam. Etam. Got it. I'll make a note. It's like a backwards mate. I'm confused. What do we do with this keyword? That is for you to learn on your own, brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I'm sure if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what we can do. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession? That is all. I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar. Go in peace, my brothers. go next? Where do I go next? I'm gonna go here because it's in take time. Ah, you've returned. Were you successful? Well, Monsieur Trouvé didn't have any money, but he gave us something they claimed to be extremely valuable. Go ahead, take it. He said you could keep it. What is this? Monsieur Trouvé called an explorer extractor. Said it would revolutionize the medical field. I quite understand what it works, but maybe I could demonstrate it if you have a piece of meat and a lump of metal handy. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I said you retrieve owed money. Said you returned several days late with this. Child's toy? Just forget it. Forget the whole task. I was foolish of me to find fraternities. It was foolish of me to see that a crazed inventor would prove money when asked. Keep your toy. Good day, monsieur. So, do I get a discount on my bill, Dr. Felleret, about that discount? Oh, he's gone. Sorry, Sparrowson. Doesn't look like you'll be getting your discount. Well, there goes my year's wages. So what do we do now? Get back to our investigation into the Croque-Monsieur and rebels, I assume. We've wasted precious time on this fool's errand. I don't think so. I think we're going to need that. Time to the books, am I right? Looking for our Croque-Monsieur recipes, I guess that would be in the cooking section. We aren't here for recipes, Harrison. This librarian fellow seems pretty intelligent. If there's something we've overlooked, he would know. Would you mind lowering your voices? You're disturbing me during my daily crossword. Oh, I should have known. It's the two harlequins. It's good to see you too, monsieur. We have some questions. Of course you do. Fine, let's get this over with so I can get back to my puzzle. Tell us about an uprising. An uprising? Would you care to be more specific? A Paris uprising. You two cannot be serious. You want me to talk about every rebellion, revolution, revolt that Paris has been through? We would be here all night. What about an uprising that hasn't happened yet? A future uprising. I read the newspapers, monsieur. The government tries to strangle the media, but the truth shines through the gaps of censorship. The citizens' contempt for our current leaders is blatant. Future revolts is a very real possibility. That's all I know. I see. Let's try asking something else. Have you heard of the Croque-Monsieur? The sandwich? Of course I've heard of it. No, I mean a person with that name. Oh, that doesn't ring any bells. I'm familiar with the Earl of Sandwich, if that is any help. Wait, you've become an Earl of Food now? I'm in the wrong profession. Never mind. We'll try something else. Ah, shit. Barking on the wrong tree. Thank you for your time anyway, monsieur. I bid you good day. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. But first thing first. Mercy, would you kindly fetch our guest some tea? Well, of course, Monsieur Phelps, of course. Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe? Darjeeling would be divine. No, because he's the bastard who condemned my father 10 years ago. Whoa, are you sure? I had my suspicions when I saw his smug air of arrogance. It's holier than that glare. Now that I know his name and occupation, there is no doubt. Do you remember, Bird? Do you remember the trial of a homeless lion in the winter of 1835? What was your father's name? Jean Beaumont. What were his crimes? His only crime was trying to feed a starving child. Took a handful of vegetables from a grocer's stand, not out of greed, but out of sheer desire to see me survive. But he was seen by a policeman, another arrogant cockerel like yourself, actually. So my father was thrown in jail. He was dragged to court. I had the privilege of watching the proceedings from the stands. Remember your sharp words. This man is a thief. This man is a scoundrel. He deserves the harshest possible punishment for his crimes. You didn't care about the consequences. You didn't care about why my father did what he did. All you cared about was fulfilling your lust to see a criminal behind bars. My father received a sentence of 5 years. He died on his 3rd. Do you remember him, mademoiselle? In all my days as a prosecutor, I have seen over thousands of cases. I'm not going to remember a single bread thief. You rotten canard. We're all just insects to you, aren't we? Who cares if a child starves in the streets as long as you put enough criminals behind bars to meet your quotas, am I right? Your silence speaks volumes of your guilt. Severin Cocorigo, you have been tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on the counts of conspiracy, of the murder of the Croque-Monsieur, and of the murder of my father, Jean Beaumont. Oh, I have been found guilty. Mademoiselle, if you want to shoot me so you can fulfill your revenge fantasies, then by all means shoot me. But don't pretend for a moment that this mob resembles a court of justice in any form. Court of justice. Now there's a contradiction. Bird, you know nothing of justice. For Remus, read this man his last rites. With pleasure, madame. Falcon, we have to make a move. Say something. I'm not gonna say something. No, I need you to get out of here. Go find the police. Royal Guard. Anyone. I'll stall for time. Falcon. Okay, I'll go get help. Do you have any last words? Just pull the bloody trigger and be done with it. Wait. Wait. He's right. This is a terrible trial. There's no evidence, no defense, no examination of the facts. You dragged a man off the street and decided his fate based purely on your own prejudices and whims. Who the clock does this bird brain think he is? I am this man's defense attorney. I am J.J. Falcon. J.J., what are you doing? Defense attorney? Or a raving loony is what you are. Or a spy. Seen this monsieur eavesdropping our conversation before. He cannot be trusted. Everyone, please hear me out. You're gonna go on. Surely you don't approve of this sort of mob violence. See no issue. The good book is full of stories of violence. Joshua ransacked the city of Jericho, executed the judge's ruthless assassins. Samson killed thousands before meeting his fate. Well, sure, but that's the Old Testament. What would Jesus say about this? He would say, I did not come to bring peace but a sword. Matthew 10:34. Oh, damn. You see, Falcon, this man's death is inevitable. For the good of France, in the name of justice, he must be killed. Justice. There's that word again. And I won't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but soon this man now would not bring you justice. It would only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. Justice. Revenge. What's the difference? Oh, man. This is... fairness, rationality. I want to say due process, but I don't think she'd be interested in that. So I think I'm going to say fairness, because justice, revenge, it's not fair if you unjustly take revenge on someone. I don't know. Fairness, madame. Justice offers the accused a chance to redeem themselves and ensures that both sides are treated as equals. My father was not treated as an equal. And then maybe this is your opportunity to be the better person. And I'm sure you aren't entertaining the words of this heathen. Fine, Falcon, we'll play this your way. We shall have a formal trial for the murder of the Croque-Monsieur. Excellent. Shall we head back to my office and file the necessary papers? Don't take me for a fool. You'll walk us right into the trap. We shall have the trial right here and now. Right here, in the catacombs? It's as good a place as any. I suppose we'll be needing a judge. I volunteer. No thanks, Piero. We're trying to form a courtroom, not a circus. Aw. Just go see how security's doing, Piero. We don't want any more spies wandering in. Radio. Perhaps I can help, madame? You know I am a pious man, after all. Okay, Remus, you can be our judge, and I will lead the prosecution. What about the jury? With due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. Look around you. As we speak, we are being watched and judged by countless dead men and women. They shall be a jury. Let me work as a metaphor, but in practical terms, it is me you have to convince, Falcon. Convince me that this bird is not guilty. After all, I am the one who holds the gun. Well, looks like we're ready to get started. The trial of Severin Cocorigo is underway. He stands accused of the murder of the man known as the Croque-Monsieur in cold blood. Madame Beaumont, please explain the details of what happened. Very well. That night, at the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard on the Rue de Marmousets. Piero alerted us and we managed to arrive before the police did. Scene, I saw the man known as the Croque Monsieur, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Standing over the body, I saw the murderer, Sirven Cocorigo, still clutching his murder weapon. Am I to understand you did not witness the crime firsthand, madame? That you only saw the aftermath? Yes, but one of us did happen to see the incident himself. Oh no, this is not good. Maybe I should have told the police. Madame Beaumont, I found this here pigeon running around our tunnels. No pigeon, monsieur. He's a spy in any case. Let's say I execute him right now. It's alright. It's alright. He's with me. With you. He's my assistant. He carries my bags and stuff.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna need 2 gas.
Falcon, I trust that you do not have any other assistants lurking around the corner. No, madame. Then take your lackey out of my sight. Psst, Falcon. What is it? I saw someone lurking in the catacombs. I think he was watching us from the shadows. Another rebel? I don't know. But he got spooked when he saw me. He dropped this. What's this? Political pamphlet? Cult pamphlet has been added to your evidence folder. Well, I best be getting back to the patrols then. Not so fast, Piero. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not? I did, ma'am. Then you can be our first witness. Go stand in the center. Okie dokie. Do I need to say an oath or something? That won't be necessary. We trust you. Just tell us what you saw last night, Piero. Okie dokie. Saw it plain as day. The Croque Monsieur was just minding his own business on Rue de Marmosets. All of a sudden, this here brute of a rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam! The rooster fired. The Croque slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, the Croque Monsieur drew his own gun. Bam! The Croque fired back. So to clarify, Cocorigo shot first. Yes, ma'am. No question there. What happened next? Well, I knew you guys, Fontaine, Remus, and you, ma'am, were only a stone's throw away at the cathedral, so I ran to get your help. Alright, back on the scene maybe a minute after I had left it. And there I saw the dead Croque Monsieur and the murderous Severin Cocorigo with my own eyes. Thank you for your report, Piero. It's nothing, ma'am. You see, Falcon, Piero is not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. True that. But he is honest to a fault. I would trust his word with my own life. I don't doubt the man's honesty, madame. Nonetheless, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? What does that mean? I claim to be an officer of the law, but that was always my brother's role in the family. I think a cross-examination means that Falcon would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions. Actually, it means that I would like to make sure that Piero's story holds up under scrutiny. Yes, I will be asking questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case at hand. Clearly a pointless stalling tactic, madame. Shall we put an end to the trial? No. We shall let the bird have his little cross-examination. Warning you, Falcon, don't mess with me. Don't mess with you. We get the
Let's go.
slightest inkling that you're rambling to stall for time, I will end this trial on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Start questioning Cocorigo's shoe size or the color of the Croque Monsieur's underwear, and I'll lose my patience. Yeah, I get it. Select a statement to question. Oh my god. Now, Pierre, you say that this incident took place on the Rue de Marmosets. What were you doing there? What were you doing there? Just passing through? Okay, but where were you headed? For example, did you have business at the concierge? Were you headed home from the cathedral? To be honest, monsieur, I don't think that's none of your business. It is my business. It is most certainly is my business. Your reason for being there could be a key factor in this case. Pierre was running an errand for me. What kind of errand? A work errand. What kind of work errand could be done at midnight? The illicit kind, I'm guessing. I think you two are overstepping your bounds. Like Pierre said, this matter is none of your business. No more stupid probing questions. Sink the case in hand or I end this trial. Understood? Yes. Where exactly were you standing? I don't doubt you were there, but where exactly were you standing? Well, let's see. Across the river, through down to the Rue Saint-Lautry. So yeah, I was standing about where Rue de Marmosets meets the Rue Saint-Lautry, the crossroads. It's a pretty ordinary street from what I remember. It's a random men's walk from the Notre Dame Cathedral, if I recall correctly. No. You say that the croque monsieur drew his gun and fired back with the last of his strength. Oh, so what I'm thinking here is, do we have any signs of injury on Severin? Yep. Bam. Did the bullet hit Cocorico? No, he was uninjured at the time of capture. He looks pretty injured right now. Quite a beating. What of it? You said that Mr. Cocorico fired first. Yep, the bird's expression was stone cold. Was Cocorico threatened? It looked like Severin Cocorico was feeling threatened prior to the shooting. Threatened how? Did the croque monsieur have his gun drawn? I don't think so. The croque drew his gun, but that was only after getting shot. See what you're trying to argue, Falcon. You think that this may have been a self-defense killing. It's a fruitless line of reasoning. The cockerel approached the crocodile. He is the one responsible for the encounter. Still, hey Falcon, these guys were buddies with the croque monsieur, so you won't be able to convince them that his murder was justified. To focus on the facts of the case, find an inconsistency and prove them wrong. You're right. Let's try a different strategy. I saw the incident. Yeah, plain as day. Plain as day, but it was nighttime. The crime occurred at night. Piero, I remember you that this crime occurred around midnight in February on an overcast moonless night in an unlit alley. What's your point? It would have been too dark to see. So dark you couldn't have possibly correctly identified the people involved. Hey, I swear I saw what I saw. Hold on, Falcon, you slipped up. You say that the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns over Rue de Marmoset. Oh, that's right. That's right. La Ville Lumiere. There's a gas light on every street. You're right, Madame Boudor. There are street lanterns over Rue de Marmoset, but they wouldn't have been any good. I don't have any evidence. You're saying this is how the street lamps were broken? I don't quite follow. Well, you see the wrong piece of evidence, did you? Yeah, I messed up. Why do you think the street lamps are broken? I don't think I have this evidence. Oh, jeez. You fail to convince me of this bird's innocence. Beaumont, I implore you. Not another word. We humored you. We set up a court, went through the motions of trial. Now the Brewster skills have been proven. We have more evidence. Enough. The trial's over. Sir Marigo, you've been formally tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on the counts of conspiracy, the murder of the croque monsieur, and the murder of my father, Joe Beaumont. Damn, please. JJ, it's alright. I've made my peace. This is far from alright. Dying in the name of a new republic. Hands of the rebels. There are worse ways to go. It's good enough for Robespierre, right? Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna draw up some plans.
Tends to the body, Piero. Yes, ma'am. Do you plan to kill us too? Why would I do that? You two have done nothing wrong. I see no reason for you to be tried, let alone executed. Your mercy is admirable, madame, but I feel if we let these two go, they would tell the police everything. It would compromise us. Oh, we promised to keep our beast set, right, Falcon? I cannot trust the word of the potential traitors, madame. For the good of France, we execute the birds right now. Some man of God you are. Wait a minute, you have a point, Remus. This is an unpleasant situation. What to do? What to do? I'm going to give you a choice. You have two options. First is that I shoot you right here and now. That's not something either wants, but it must be done. It's option number 2. you join us. We need lawyers to help ring the... Oh, jeez. They didn't give me time to look at the stuff at the scene. I don't know if I just continue, because it seems like the game continues. Somebody has to draft new laws, somebody has to file the paperwork to secure the new republic's internationally recognized legal status, someone has to prosecute the officials who corrupted this country. Won't that be a glorious job? You mean... Oh, sorry. You can still speak lawyer. For now, I need to hear a decision. What will it be? Well, I did want to join the rebels. Jeez. We'll join you. Fine. We'll work with you. Good. Then a verbal progress has been made. So, what happens now? Pierre and Fontaine will lead you to Le Canard Joyeux. I'll finish up here and meet you in 2 hours. Needless to say, they shall be keeping a close watch on you. Don't even think about running. Of course. Then we're done here. Fontaine, lead the way. Yes, madame. Come along, you two. You seriously be trusting these filthy lawyers, madam. They're possibly plotting revenge for their dead friend at this very moment. I just trust them. Throughout the trial, I got the impression that Logan was trying to de-escalate the situation, avoid violence. Such a viewpoint is naive, but is exactly what we need in this revolution. But they will betray you. They're stupid enough to even raise one feather against me. They will regret it. No. No. Go to previous day. Oh, okay. So depending on what you do... Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna end here for now. This game's really interesting. I didn't realize there were 3 different possible case 4s. I feel bad because Severin died. Because I feel I could have saved him if I looked around for more evidence instead of immediately going to the blood. But like, I guess that's my bad. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna look into some, well, I don't want spoilers. I think I'll just continue with the case as it is. Yes, yes. Continue with the case as it is. Feel bad about it. Avenge Severin's death, question mark? Everyone, I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope you enjoyed watching. And yeah, I'll be back next Wednesday, which should be fun, as we'll probably finish this case, and then we'll figure out what to do. Oh man. See ya.